Okay, everyone, part 3 of the series of what happens when you die financially, okay? So go and check out video 1 and 2, extremely important. 100% we're all gonna die. Christina Budget Bootcamp. If you don't think we're gonna die, please leave a comment. I would love to talk to you. There's nothing in this world that's 100% other than death, okay? When, how, where is to be determined. And I know you don't want to deal with this, but do you have children at home? Do you want the state to decide what is going to happen to your children physically and financially? Because that's what's going to happen. Dave Ramsey does a joke and he says, if you hate your family, don't have a will or a trust, okay? Or if you want the state to get your money or a lawyer, don't have one of those. And this is 100% true, okay? So what happens if you do die? This is part 3. Make sure you do 1 and 2. If you have a will and a trust, but you don't die. Okay, how many times does this happen? That somebody goes to the hospital and they're incapacitated. They can't make decisions for however long, a week, a day, a month, a year. While that person is alive, where a power of attorney comes in, is whoever has the power of attorney, and this only lasts while you're alive. And I'm looking for any lawyer that follows me or sees this to please put a comment or tell me if you have any additional follow-ups to add after you watch the series, or if you agree with me, okay? We're trying to help each other. So what happens is if you're, that person that you love is incapacitated, how are you going to get the bills paid? How are you going to make financial decisions on their behalf? How can you go to the bank, okay? Now, there is something called POD. I'm going to discuss this in another video. And there is also putting beneficiaries on your account. And there's also life insurance. These are all additional items in this series. Extremely important depending on where you're in your life, okay? These are all going to be helpful. Anyways, so you die, you don't die. You're in a coma. If you have a power of attorney, these people can pay your mortgage, your electricity, your health insurance. They can go to the bank, do what they need to do. So that's where a power of attorney comes in, is when you don't die. This is why you need those 4 documents I discussed in part 1, okay, of this series. Keep following along. So important. I have had so many deaths the last couple years, and like 5 times this week, this has come up without people I know, people somebody knows that didn't have these documents, okay? So a power of attorney, and it expires when you die. That's where the living trust comes in, okay? So a power of attorney will take care of you if you are incapacitated, all right? So comments, lawyers, probate, follow along. This is a series.